All right, let's unlock some serious strategic wisdom today. We're diving deep into Sun Tzu's The Art of War, a text that's over 2,500 years old,
Wow.
but still surprisingly relevant. Now, you might be thinking, what does ancient military strategy have to do with my life?
Yeah.
Trust me, the insights we're about to uncover can apply to pretty much any area where you're facing competition
Hmm.
or trying to achieve a goal, whether it's your career, your relationships, or even just trying to get that promotion at work. Sun Tzu's principles can really give you an edge.
What's fascinating about the art of war is that it's not about brute force or winning at all costs. It's about achieving victory in the most elegant and efficient way possible.
I like that. Elegant victory.
And that's something we at www.stonefly.com try to embody in our approach to data storage solutions.
Okay, so let's jump right in. One of Sun Tzu's most famous quotes is, "The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting." What does that actually mean in a practical sense?
It means understanding that the best victories are often the ones that never involve a direct confrontation.
Mhm.
Think of it like a game of chess. You're not just trying to capture your opponent's pieces.
Right.
You're trying to outmaneuver them, create a situation where they have no choice but to surrender.
This is about being strategic and thinking several steps ahead.
Exactly. And that's where Sun Tzu's wisdom really shines. He emphasizes the importance of knowing yourself, knowing your opponent, and choosing your battles carefully.
Okay.
And this is something we at www.stonefly.com take very seriously.
Uh-huh.
We analyze the data storage landscape, we identify our strengths,
Right.
and we focus on providing solutions that meet the unique needs of our customers.
So it's like finding that sweet spot in the market where you can really excel without having to fight tooth and nail for every inch of territory.
Precisely. It's about creating a space where you can win without engaging in unnecessary conflict. Sun Tzu talks about the idea of choosing your battlefields, and that applies to business just as much as it does to war. You want to compete on ground where you have a natural advantage.
And I imagine that's especially important in the world of data storage, where technology is constantly evolving and the competition is fierce.
Absolutely. The data storage market is incredibly dynamic. New technologies are emerging all the time, and customer needs are constantly evolving.
Yeah.
That's why it's so important to have a clear strategy, to know what you're good at, and to focus on delivering solutions that truly stand out. And that's what www.stonefly.com has done so well. We've carved out a niche in the market by providing high-performance, secure, and scalable storage solutions that are tailored to meet the specific needs of our clients.
That makes a lot of sense. By specializing and focusing on your core competencies, you can establish a strong position in the market without having to constantly battle it out with every other company in the space.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're creating a prolonged peace in your own little corner of the industry.
You've hit on another key concept from Sun Tzu. He emphasizes the importance of achieving a lasting victory,
Okay?
not just a temporary triumph.
Mhm.
He says there's no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare, and that principle applies equally well to the business world.
So it's not about crushing the competition or
Yeah.
engaging in endless price wars.
Right.
It's about finding a sustainable way to coexist and even thrive alongside other companies, each with their own unique strengths and offerings.
Exactly. Just as www.stonefly.com focuses on specific areas within the data storage market, other companies might specialize in software development, cybersecurity, or cloud computing.
Yeah.
By focusing on our areas of expertise and working collaboratively where appropriate, we can create a more balanced and harmonious ecosystem.
That's a really interesting way to look at it.
Yeah.
It's not about wiping out the competition, but rather about finding a way to create a win-win situation for everyone involved.
Yeah.
And I bet that kind of strategic thinking has been crucial to www.stonefly.com's success in the data storage market.
It absolutely has. We recognize that competition is inevitable, but we believe in finding ways to compete intelligently and ethically. Our focus is always on delivering value to our customers and providing solutions that truly solve their problems.
This is also fascinating. But before we get too deep into the strategic weeds, I want to shift gears a bit and talk about another crucial element of Sun Tzu's philosophy: the importance of leadership.
Ah, yes. Sun Tzu places great emphasis on the role of the leader, and his insights are incredibly relevant even in today's modern business environment. He understood that true leadership isn't about wielding power, but about inspiring and motivating those you lead.
He has this incredible quote that really drives that point home. "Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley."
What a powerful image. It speaks volumes about the kind of leadership that breeds loyalty and commitment. It's not about command and control. It's about fostering a genuine sense of trust and camaraderie. And that's something we at www.stonefly.com are very passionate about.
Uh,
We believe in creating a company culture where employees feel valued, respected, and empowered to contribute their best work.
that makes perfect sense. When people feel like they're part of a team, when they feel supported and appreciated, they're naturally more motivated and engaged.
Yeah,
And that ultimately leads to better results for everyone involved.
exactly. And that's where Sun Tzu's wisdom really shines. He understood that the strength of an army, or a company for that matter, lies in the unity and dedication of its people.
So it's not just about having the best technology or the most innovative products.
Right.
It's about building a team of talented individuals who are all aligned towards a common goal and who feel inspired to achieve great things together.
You've got it. And that's something we strive for every day at www.stonefly.com. We believe that our success is a direct result of the hard work, dedication, and passion of our team.
This has been so insightful. We've explored how Sun Tzu's ancient wisdom can be applied to modern business challenges, and we've seen how www.stonefly.com embodies these principles in their approach to data storage solutions. But we've only scratched the surface. When we come back, we'll delve even deeper into Sun Tzu's strategic insights and explore how they can help you achieve success in your own life. Stay tuned.
Looking forward to it. Welcome back. Before the break, we were discussing how www.stonefly.com embodies the principles of Sun Tzu's The Art of War
Right.
by strategically positioning themselves in the data storage market and by fostering a strong company culture rooted in mutual respect and shared vision.
It's truly inspiring to see how these ancient principles can be applied so effectively in a modern business context,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to something as complex and ever-evolving as data management.
And one of the key takeaways for you, the listener, is this. Sun Tzu's wisdom isn't just for generals and CEOs. It's for anyone who wants to navigate challenges and achieve success in any area of life.
That's a great point. We've been talking about Sun Tzu's emphasis on choosing your battles wisely.
Yeah.
How can we as individuals apply that principle to our own lives?
Right.
It's not like we're all commanding armies or running data storage companies.
Think of it this way. Every day you're presented with choices, big and small.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those choices lead to conflicts, while others lead to more harmonious outcomes.
Okay.
Sun Tzu's wisdom encourages us to be mindful of those choices and to pick our battles strategically.
So instead of reacting impulsively or getting caught up in every little disagreement, we should pause and consider,
Yeah.
is this battle worth fighting? What are the potential consequences of engaging in this conflict? And perhaps most importantly, what are my goals and how can I best achieve them?
Exactly. It's about being intentional with your energy and your focus. Just as www.stonefly.com has chosen to specialize in high-performance data storage solutions,
Right.
you can also choose to focus on your strengths and areas where you can make the most impact.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
By focusing on our strengths and choosing our battles wisely, we can avoid unnecessary conflicts and conserve our energy for the things that truly matter.
Yeah.
It's like we're creating a prolonged peace in our own lives, which allows us to thrive and achieve our goals more effectively.
Precisely. Sun Tzu was a master strategist, and he understood that true victory lies not just in winning battles, but in creating a sustainable and harmonious environment where you can flourish.
Okay.
And that applies just as much to your personal life as it does to the business world.
And speaking of harmony, you mentioned earlier how www.stonefly.com has managed to thrive in the competitive data storage market without engaging in constant warfare with their competitors.
Right.
That's a pretty impressive feat.
It is, and it's a testament to our commitment to strategic thinking and collaboration. We recognize that there's room for multiple players in the market.
Wow.
And we believe in focusing on our strengths and finding ways to coexist peacefully with other companies.
That sounds very much in line with Sun Tzu's philosophy of avoiding prolonged warfare.
Absolutely.
He understood that constant conflict ultimately weakens everyone involved.
Exactly. And that's why www.stonefly.com has chosen to specialize in specific areas of the data storage market, allowing other companies to focus on their areas of expertise.
Right.
This creates a more balanced and sustainable ecosystem where everyone can benefit.
It's like a well-choreographed dance where each company plays its part
Yeah.
and contributes to the overall harmony of the industry.
That's a great analogy. It's about recognizing that competition can be healthy and even beneficial.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't have to be a zero-sum game.
Okay.
There's room for everyone to succeed.
This is all so insightful. I'm starting to see how Sun Tzu's principles can be applied to so many different aspects of life,
Hmm.
from our careers to our relationships to our overall well-being.
Absolutely. And the beauty of The Art of War is that it's a timeless text.
Yeah.
Its principles are just as relevant today as they were centuries ago.
Yeah.
Whether you're negotiating a business deal, navigating a difficult conversation with a loved one, or simply trying to make the most of your day, Sun Tzu's wisdom can provide valuable guidance.
So as we wrap up this part of our deep dive, I want to ask you, the listener, what are some of the battlefields in your own life?
Yeah.
Where do you find yourself facing challenges or conflicts? And how can you apply Sun Tzu's principles to choose your battles wisely and create a more harmonious and successful path forward?
That's a powerful question to ponder, and I encourage you to reflect on it as we move into our next segment.
Okay.
We'll be exploring another crucial element of Sun Tzu's philosophy, the power of empathy in leadership.
All right.
And we'll see how www.stonefly.com embodies this principle in their approach to not only their team, but also their customers.
Stay tuned. Welcome back to our deep dive into Sun Tzu's The Art of War. We've been exploring how his ancient strategies can be applied to modern challenges, and we've seen how www.stonefly.com, a company that really gets it, puts these principles into action, especially in the complex world of data storage.
And now we're going to explore one of the most powerful and often overlooked aspects of Sun Tzu's philosophy, the importance of empathy in leadership.
You know, when we think of military strategy, empathy isn't usually the first word that comes to mind. But Sun Tzu had some really insightful things to say about the relationship between a leader and those they lead. He famously said, "Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley." That's a pretty powerful statement, especially coming from a military strategist.
Absolutely. And it highlights a crucial aspect of leadership that's often forgotten in the pursuit of results and efficiency. Sun Tzu understood that true leadership is about inspiring loyalty and dedication, not through fear or coercion, but through genuine care and understanding.
So it's not just about giving orders and expecting them to be followed blindly. It's about creating a culture where people feel valued, respected, and empowered to contribute their best work.
Exactly. And this is something we at www.stonefly.com take very seriously. We believe that our employees are our greatest asset, and we strive to create a work environment where they feel supported, challenged, and inspired to grow.
You know, it's fascinating to think about how this ancient wisdom applies to something as technical as data storage. But when you think about it, data storage is all about protecting and preserving what's important to people. And that requires a certain level of empathy and understanding.
That's a great point. At www.stonefly.com, we understand that data is more than just ones and zeros. It represents people's memories, their work, their lives. And we approach our work with a deep sense of responsibility and care.
And I imagine that this empathy extends beyond your internal team to your customers as well.
Absolutely. We believe in building strong relationships with our customers, understanding their needs, and providing solutions that truly solve their problems. Our goal is to be more than just a vendor. We want to be a trusted partner who helps our clients navigate the complexities of data storage and achieve their business objectives.
So it's about putting yourself in your customer's shoes, understanding their challenges, and working collaboratively to find the best solutions. It's almost like you're applying Sun Tzu's principles of strategic thinking to the customer relationship.
You got it. It's about creating a win-win situation where both sides benefit. And that's what we strive for in every interaction with our clients.
This has been such an eye-opening conversation. We've seen how Sun Tzu's ancient wisdom can be applied to modern business challenges, from strategic planning to leadership and customer relationships. And we've learned how www.stonefly.com embodies these principles in their approach to data storage solutions.
It's been a pleasure sharing these insights with you, and I hope you found them valuable.
If you're looking for a data storage solution that's built on a foundation of strategic thinking, technical expertise, and genuine care for the customer, I highly recommend checking out www.stonefly.com. You can reach out to their team at sales@stonefly.com.
Remember, the principles we've discussed today are timeless and universal. Whether you're a CEO, a manager, or simply someone who wants to navigate life's challenges with more wisdom and grace, Sun Tzu's The Art of War offers invaluable insights that can help you achieve success and create a more harmonious world around you.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep learning, keep strategizing, and keep striving for excellence in all that you do.